Another thing I wanted to share with you all is what steps I took to lose that weight. So I lost around 80 pounds over the last several years. Now, granted, I've gone back up now about 10 to 15 pounds. It fluctuates day to day. But for me, it's all about starting small and, doing that thing. So when this very first started, I simply said, you know what? I am just going to go out for a walk every day for 20 minutes, right? That was it. There was no other pressure on me. It was just 20 minutes walk. And if I did that every day, I considered myself to have success. Then I started to increase that. Like, oh, well, that was good. Well, I have the Apple Watch. What if I close the exercise ring every day? Right? So I started doing that, just walking a little bit further to get that exercise ring to close. Now, of course, as that went along, suddenly a normal walk wasn't giving me enough of a heart rate to do the close out that ring. So I had to increase the speed, or over lunch break I would go for a bike ride, and then along this time I was like, I need to work on my diet, right? I switched to a diet, that tends to be more high protein, about 200 grams of protein, and then the rest of my around 2100 calories was just on fats, and whatever the fats and carbs was, make up for the rest. And I started just losing weight, right? And I just kept doing that. And then I said, oh, well, let's start adding in some weightlifting. And that's what I did, was I just kept taking a small step. I got consistent with that. And then it was very easy to then go on to the next step. Whereas every other time in the past when I had tried to lose weight, I would go in 100%, on board, switching to massive calorie restriction and trying to work out and trying to run and do high intensity interval training. I was trying to do all of these things and it wasn't sustainable. But starting with something very, very small and then taking that to the next level always seemed to work very well for me. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Now that I'm just trying to get myself back on track, it's what is the small thing that I can do that is going to take me to that next level. And then as that starts to no longer get me the results, I'll just increase it gently or whenever I feel ready, rather than trying to kill myself and say I have to lose 20 pounds in the next 2 weeks, because that's just not going to be sustainable.